This is really important because it's practical. Like, I've experienced music programs in just normal high schools that have been really theory-based, and it's a bit out of touch, I feel, with kids nowadays. Like, a lot of us aren't going to be in orchestras or session musicians, which is great if they want to be, but predominantly a lot of people are interested in careers in music because they want to be artists or songwriters. So it's been really good to see people accommodating for that.
I think the musical work program is really connecting students learning with real-world authentic opportunities. So not just in a performance way, but also connecting our students who want to go on to manage businesses or would like to explore media and multimedia in the creative industries. We do performances all the time, so the students really do get an authentic experience of that, whereas the back end of the creative industries is definitely something that's less visible in education, and this is just allowing some space for it, which is wonderful.
I've been working with 3 great artists here. One is kind of, I guess we've been going down a kind of PJ Harvey kind of vibe. Another is more electro, and with Sarah is more classic singer-songwriter kind of vibe. What's been great about it is that it's an extension of what they're already doing here at Seaview to kind of complement what they're already learning here with the music program here being so great. And it's just kind of given them a little bit extra to go, okay, here's a little taster of kind of what you can do after school with music production, but mostly we've been doing songwriting. And if you think, oh, this isn't going to go anywhere, then you probably will create differently. But if you think, actually, there's a real chance that what I'm doing here could have a future, I think that totally changes the way you create.
So at the moment, Sarah and Dave are really working through finding her sound. So her first song, Human, back at the start of last year, did it really well in Triple J Unearthed High, but she's continued to write lyrics. She's got probably about 20 pieces of music that she's currently working on lyrically, and I just love her lyrics. Just genuine. I think that's what I like about her songwriting. It's really genuine music. It's very her.
When will you let me be 16? When will you let me drive and sing at the top of my lungs with the windows down? I just wanna be 16.
I've been writing a lot more of my sound. We're working more on the sort of things that I want to sound like, my influences lyrically and sound-wise. When I found out David was coming into the school, I was really excited because I loved working with him before. He's really helped me build some of the lyrics and look at different ways of approaching it. And instead of kind of sticking with what I know, kind of branching off into different rhythms, making it a bit more syncopated, I guess. So it's been really helpful.
When I write songs, I normally start with the chorus because for me that's the easiest place to start, and then I give it to him and he goes, let's expand on that. And so he's been helping me create my songs the way that I envision them because I'm better at the lyric part and the emotional side, and he's really helped me with creating the sounds and the music in general.
Because everything seems so lost, and that's why I can't seem to move on and love someone else. I've tried. I'll apologize to you with all of the words that I should have used. I'm sorry that I hurt you, but I just couldn't stay.
I think particularly with young women and non-binary folk, having experience in recording yourself and establishing your own sound is so important before you go out into the world, because they're in high school now, but they will be adults at some point and they'll be working with a big shot producer. And I think learning how to say what they want and already knowing what they want at this age is so powerful, rather than doing it at a point where maybe you've got someone offering you a record deal or something and you don't know what your sound is yet, and then having to be shaped into something that they might not be. So I think establishing it so early, getting their sound sorted now, is really powerful.
I'm Evie, I'm 16 and I sing in a band called Under Earth. Working with Dave Turley is a really great opportunity because he is really supportive and understanding of my knowledge and experience level, and he's just really like a file of facts of information or different ideas or ways the song could go. So it's a great opportunity. With the instrumentation, we kind of worked together on that. And I said, oh, I like this chord progression, can we use that for the harmony? And he was like, yeah, or maybe we could tweak it a bit. So it was very collaborative, so it wasn't just one-sided. With the lyrics, it's the same as well. I kind of come to him with a sort of scaffold lyrics, and then we kind of say, well, what themes do we want to explore? What's the tone or the objective of the song, lyric-wise?
I'm ABBEY HOWLETT. My artist name is Quartz Pistol, and today I was working with a student called Evie. And during that process, she was kind of telling me about, oh, I've got these lyrics. On the weekend, I was mucking around with, you know, some chords and some lyrics. Can I sing them to you? So she gets the notebook out, sings them to me. They're awesome. Then we go to the piano and just start, like, you know, piecing this tune together. And you tend to find, like, every week these students have a new idea of some sort. And so basically we just try and record demos for them and with them so that they get better at that process.
It's been great working with Chris, Evie and Sarah. I've been blown away with how good they all are. Like, I was not like that at my age. So I think these are some students that are really, really passionate, and that's why we're working with them. And I think having Abby and I being women ourselves in music has been really rewarding. I wish I had had that mentorship at that age, but they've got a great program here at Seaview.
From the outset, we were really excited about the idea of connecting with Carclew on looking at a broad project. Our original thoughts was how we could fit it in with, obviously, music. That's what it's all about. But really how we can bring that broader around the school. We've got a special interest dance program. We've also got media arts, creative arts, and obviously film production as well. So we've got a broad depth within our faculty itself. So we wanted to make sure we could connect in with that and connecting with some of our other programs that we run, particularly in the business field. So next semester we're going to work in with Carclew on the marketing and how we can essentially create a business around the artists here at Seaview.
I think what's amazing about this program is that kids get an opportunity to do some recording where it can be put out in places like Unearthed and very quickly be a part of an industry. And to be honest, the music industry is more and more about young kids. So, you know, obviously Billie Eilish is the big example, but so many artists start super young in the industry. So the fact is, by starting this young, it puts Adelaide in a place where we can actually compete with the rest of the world, because that is the age of artists these days who are releasing proper big releases. They're like 15 to 19.
I put myself in these young people's shoes, and I just think, man, if I had two women come in their 20s and 30s that were like actively in the industry, actively producing their own music, recording their own music, and to work with them in a mentory guidance situation, I would have lost my mind. So it's really cool to have these opportunities to come into schools, and it's cool for me to be able to see the calibre of musicians in young people today. It's like they have the skills, they have the technology, and they have the creativity. It's really inspiring.